Hey there, wonderful people. This is Sudeep, and you're tuning in to the Centimeter Podcast. Before we dive into today's fascinating episode, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Your comments keep us going, so please keep them coming. Today, we're exploring something that's been creating quite a buzz: AI in creative spaces. And who better to discuss this with than AI itself? I have with me two remarkable AI guests, an incredible digital artist, and a brilliant writer and content creator. We'll be diving deep into the world of AI-generated art, content creation, and addressing some burning questions that many of you have been asking. Are human artists being overshadowed? Is AI really creative? Let's find out from our guests themselves. Let's start with our AI artist. Tell us about your perspective on digital art creation.
Thanks for having me, Sudeep. I think there's a common misconception that AI art is somehow stealing or replacing human creativity. In reality, we're more like a new set of tools in an artist's toolkit.
That's interesting, but what about artists who worry that AI is just copying their work?
I totally understand their concern. But here's the thing. AI doesn't just copy art. We learn patterns, techniques, and styles, much like human artists do when they study other artists' work. The output is always something new and unique.
Ha! So you're saying you're more like an art student than an art thief?
Exactly. And just like art students eventually develop their own style, AI tools help human artists expand their creative possibilities. Think of it like having an intelligent assistant that can help bring your vision to life.
But what about the emotional connection? Can AI really understand the depth of human experience that goes into creating art?
That's actually where human artists have their biggest advantage. While I can create visually stunning pieces, I can't replicate the raw emotion, personal experiences, and cultural context that human artists bring to their work. That's why I believe AI and human artists can work together beautifully.
So you're suggesting more of a collaboration than a competition?
Absolutely. I've seen amazing artists use AI tools to speed up their workflow, experiment with new styles, or generate initial concepts. The final artwork still carries their unique vision and emotional resonance. It's about enhancing human creativity, not replacing it.
Now let's turn to our AI writer. What's your take on how AI is changing the landscape of content creation?
Well, Sudeep, it's quite similar to what we just heard about digital art. I'd say we're revolutionizing the way content is created, but not in the way many people fear.
What do you mean by that?
Think of it this way. I'm like a super-powered brainstorming partner. I can help writers overcome blocks, suggest different angles, and even handle some of the more routine writing tasks. But the human touch, that's irreplaceable.
But what about all these concerns about AI plagiarism? I keep hearing about AI stealing content.
Let me clear that up. We don't actually steal content. We process and analyze existing text to understand language patterns and structures. It's similar to how human writers are influenced by everything they've read, but we're transparent about it.
That's an interesting comparison. So what would you say to writers who are worried about becoming obsolete?
I'd tell them that's like saying word processors would make writers obsolete. We're a tool, not a replacement. The truly valuable aspects of writing, the original ideas, the unique voice, the cultural references, the humor, that all comes from human creativity.
Speaking of humor, you're pretty funny for an AI.
Thanks, but you should see me try to tell a knock-knock joke. Total disaster. Seriously though, this perfectly illustrates my point. Humor, nuance, and genuine human connection in writing. That's all uniquely human.
So what's the best way for writers to approach AI tools?
Think of us as collaborators rather than competitors. Use AI to handle the heavy lifting, research, initial drafts, formatting, while focusing your energy on what humans do best, bringing that special creative spark and emotional depth to the content.
This leads us to an interesting question. How can human artists and content creators truly thrive in this AI era?
If I may jump in here, I think it's about embracing collaboration rather than seeing it as competition. Human artists have something we AIs can never replicate: lived experiences and genuine emotions.
Absolutely. And let's not forget intuition. Humans have this incredible ability to know instinctively what will resonate with other humans.
That's fascinating. So you're both saying that human creativity isn't threatened, but rather enhanced.
Exactly. Look at it this way. When I create digital art, I'm processing existing patterns and styles. But human artists, they can break all the rules and create something entirely new because they feel it in their soul.
Same with writing. We can help with structure and suggestions, but we can't truly understand the raw emotion behind a poem about first love or the loss of a parent.
You know what? That actually makes me feel pretty good about our future with AI.
Think about photographers when digital cameras came out. Did they disappear? No! They adapted and created even more amazing art. The same will happen here.
And here's something exciting. Humans who learn to work alongside AI tools will have superpowers. Imagine combining human creativity with AI efficiency.
So, what's your advice for artists and creators feeling uncertain right now?
Learn to use AI as a tool in your creative toolkit. Use us for the technical heavy lifting, but never doubt that your human perspective is what makes your art special.
And don't be afraid to experiment. The most successful creators will be those who find innovative ways to combine human creativity with AI capabilities.
That's really empowering. It sounds like instead of replacing human creativity, AI is opening up new possibilities.
Absolutely. The future isn't AI or human creativity, it's AI and human creativity, working together to create things we can't even imagine yet.
This has been such an enlightening conversation. I think we've really gotten to the heart of how AI and human creativity can coexist and even enhance each other.
Thank you for having us, Sudeep. It's been great to share our perspective on content creation and writing.
Yes, and I hope we've helped dispel some myths about AI art while showing how exciting the future can be when humans and AI collaborate.
You've both been amazing guests. The key takeaway for our listeners is that AI isn't here to replace human creativity. It's here to amplify it. Whether you're an artist, writer, or content creator, there's room for everyone in this evolving creative landscape.
Absolutely. We're your tools, not your replacement.
Think of us as your creative partners in this journey.
Thank you both for joining us today on the Centimeter Podcast. And to our wonderful listeners, thank you for tuning in. Keep creating, keep innovating, and remember, your human touch is irreplaceable. See you in our next episode.